All right, so if you've ever seen a wrestling match, when two wrestlers start, generally, they're gonna put their hands on each other. So what I wanna do with my foot fake and my body fake is make this guy extremely uncomfortable to the point where he puts his hands on me, and then we're gonna work from there. So starting back with that foot fake. So once I hit my foot fake, generally, a guy's gonna touch me. So just right there, he touches me. And whether he goes post, collar tie, whatever, I'm gonna react accordingly. So once I hit my body fake, he goes collar tie. Now I'm gonna collar tie him back, and all I'm gonna do is take a step with my right foot outside. So I'm gonna take one step outside of that triangle. So we're here. When he collar ties me, I'm gonna take one step outside that triangle, and I wanna create a lateral movement to where his body follows me, and I wanna attack this foot. Watch this foot. So foot fake, he collar ties, I take a side step, snap. Put this guy right here underneath me. And now we're gonna go to work. So starting over again, foot fake, he collar ties, I collar tie back, I take a side step with my lead leg outside of that triangle, so right outside of his foot. And one thing that I see where guys make mistakes is, and this is at all levels, they'll step too far and this hand will come off. So I don't generally want this hand to come off. It's better if it stays on me because I create the pressure that allows him to post his hand and bring that foot forward. So I foot fake, get to my B level, he collar ties me, I collar tie him back, step right outside that foot, and I snap. Once I snap, I cover. My chest goes on, my right shoulder blade should be in his neck, like right below his neck. So my right shoulder blade should be about right here. And that's because I want him to feel every ounce of my weight and start to try and come up, and then that's when I'm gonna take this angle from him. All right, so we got our foot fake. He reaches, collar ties, I collar tie back. My hand comes up right above his elbow or right below his elbow. If I'm above his elbow, once I snap, sometimes that guy will just follow. And I don't want that right now. I want to put that guy's hands on the mat. So foot fake, he collar ties, I collar tie back. I want to snap right below his elbow. I'm going to take a step outside, snap right below his elbow, catch. So circle back. Catch here. So once I catch here, then what I want to do is come off the head, off my collar tie, come to the chin. But when I come to the chin, I want to make sure that my elbow's high, because a lot of times in this position right here, if my elbow's low, all he's going to do is, circle again, all he's going to do is grab my elbow, and now that's going to make it that much harder for me to get around him, because now I got to free this up, right? So going back, I put him underneath, I switch my collar tie to I go to his chin off my collar tie, and I want to keep my elbow high. My left hand, my left hand should be in this armpit right here. But notice how both my elbows are short. So once both of my elbows are short, what that's allowing me to do is also defend in this position. So he can't, if he tries to take a shot, I'm blocking because my elbow's down and my elbow's high. And I'm controlling his head. So if he never gets his head out, he can't penetrate my legs. But if this arm comes up, so rotate. If this elbow comes up and it's loose and not tight, then he can hit his shot. And then he gets in on my legs. No good. So back to that position. Elbows tight. My right elbow's touching my body. My left elbow's cupped right in front of his shoulder. And I'm reaching deep in his armpit. Well, not deep in his armpit, but about finger deep in his armpit. And then all I'm going to do from here is take a big step. I'm going to get toe to toe with him and reach elbow deep. Cross his, past his knee. And from here, now I'm creating a pressure to where he wants to bring his head up. So I'm here. Once I step here, I'm kind of turning his chin a little bit. And the normal reaction you're going to get from this guy is once I let this go, he's going to pop up right here. And maybe even turn towards me. But we'll worry about that later. So I'm in that front headlock position. I take a big step. I let the head go. He comes up. I step deep and run through. So I'm getting to my foot fake. He collar ties, I collar tie, side step snap, catch, elbow high, finger deep in the armpit. I want to step, push off my right foot, step almost toe-to-toe with him, reach deep with my backhand, and my head should be on his hip. I almost want to be pushing him and forcing him to come up. So once I'm pushing him and forcing him to come up, I'm going to turn the chin just a tad bit. Once he comes up, I step deep with my right foot. You can slide back. Notice my position. I'm in a squat position. Once my head starts to drop below my hips, I lose a lot of power. So all I want to do when I step to that angle is I'm going to step and load those hips. Keep this elbow tight and run through that guy. So we'll start right in. So I'm going to step toe to toe, reach deep, step, and run through that guy. All right, other side now. All right, so same thing. Step into my foot fake. He collar ties, I collar tie back. Side step, snap, bring him down to the mat. I catch. Remember, and I keep putting an emphasis on this because I see this happen a lot. Guys will get caught right here. To avoid that, remember, keep those elbows high. Keep your hands tight. Elbows high, hands tight. And take a deep step, toe to toe, reach deep. Come off that chin, he comes up. I step deep, drive. And remember, when I'm finishing here, notice how I finish right here. A lot of guys kind of make a mistake right here too. Notice how I'm finished at a T. If I'm at a T, now I can catch and hold this guy on his back. Versus me finishing straight on. I'm finish straight on. If I finish straight on, sometimes when I run through this guy, he'll roll me through. No score. So remember, when I'm finishing this attack right here, I want to get here, step deep, and shuffle my body, drive him with my head, and flare my right arm. See, my right arm's close to his hip. So now he's really only got one option. He can go out that way, and I can still kind of catch him, but I want to make sure I secure that 2 points.